welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
John, welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. So a couple of technical difficulties. We got those worked out, and I just totally lost track of time. So, because I'm working on some stuff. Last cipher did a kind of reveal of a new site. I totally forgot that I didn't create like a social share image. So when you post it to like social media, normally like an image can show up. Totally forgot to do that. So I just created that, made a quick change to it because I was like, I should move this around. And so should be good. But yeah, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to have time to do stuff that I want to do, like projects. And because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. So I created untilit.works as an excuse to be by a computer to be able to do like these live streams. And so untilit.works consists of ciphers. And a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress on a thing that you've been meaning to work on. Break sessions happen around 15 minutes after the hour. And I'll pop up here to kind of remind you, hey, time to take a break. Get up, walk around, drink some water, or maybe sit here and watch me talk about something you found interesting on the internet. As long as you kind of let your mind relax and not focus on the thing you were just working on. But yeah, so if you ever, like I mentioned, I'll pop up here, but if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And so that's why I have a little notice that you may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is the open closed caption. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And if you click that button, hopefully a space will open up and hopefully what I am saying will be turned into text accurately and placed into that space. Then normally, I'm still working on, I'm gonna try to work on more of this whole cipher. Normally you'd be able to create like highlight clips. Something happened, something broke. I noticed that for whatever reason, more recordings of the break sessions are being uploaded to my video host, which leads me to believe the webhook I have for some reason maybe is firing off multiple times. I don't know. I need to look into it. But needless to say, the whole thing is broken right now, and I'll fix it. I'm working on another solution for creating the highlight clips, but for right now, it's basically busted. Now, if you ever want to join the chat room, you can. Well, there's a countdown timer countdown when the next work session starts, and if you want to join the chat room and ask questions or what have you, you can click join the room, and you'll be in there to ask questions or chat or whatever. Cool. That is the break session. Work session looks like this. Cool. This one here. All right. So it looks something similar to this. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a take notice of the subscribe. It has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the other side, another thing that broke is that is an audio player, which I need to also. I think I might know how I want to remake it, so I don't have to worry about like a third party, but we'll see. I think I might have something, but we'll see. But yeah, so normally if you want to listen to some music, you could. I don't know if it's still working, could still be broken. I don't know. And then even the background, normally it's like a nature image, but the service I was using, they shut down. So now it's just like a black screen. I'm probably going to switch that for pictures I take when I go traveling. So I'll probably switch it out with that. That way I know it'll always be there, but that's another thing I need to work on. Towards the center there, we have the to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, it'll add it to the list there. You can click the text of the task to edit it. You can click the X button to delete it, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll send it to the section done. You can click the done header and show you all the things you got finished. Click the Twitter icon. It will open up Twitter and pre-populate a tweet with all the things that you got completed. Over in the right column, we have a to countdown timer. Again, countdown when the next break session happens and about running at around 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So I have links to free code camp in the Odin project. So if you're not familiar with web development and you're kind of looking for a place to be able to get started, from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, free code camp and the Odin project, like if you complete those, I believe you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. I also have links to some tutorials, which I need to update because we have some new tutorials. But I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to like look over the tutorials. And like I said, we have some new ones, so I'm probably going to switch them out at some point. It is what it is. So one of them is they all do the same thing. It's just a new SDK. So they still work with the old SDK. We have new tutorials for the new SDK where there's some changes, but whatever. Now, one of them is you create an application, you type in your real world phone number into it, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. Then I have one that's opposite where you get a virtual number from your real world phone. You call that virtual number, and the application that you create, you'll be able to answer that call. And then I have one where it's two users like log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser. I think it's pretty cool stuff. Show and Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that. Again, the highlight clip stuff is pretty much broken, and so that's not going to be an issue. Hako stands for help a coder / creator out. It's a thing I made that you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can invite people into and then collectively work on a solution or maybe the feedback that you're looking for in the issue that you're running into. So if you click view, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. There's a filter list by keyword. You can click the creator's username, either Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to decide whether or not you like the request to join the room. When you click create, you're presented with a form where you put in the title, 3 keywords, hit create. It generates a unique URL, copy the URL, or you can click to share to Twitter. Then when you join the Hako, it looks like this. We have the title at the top, or on the right-hand side, you can leave the Hako. You can also open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat here on the right-hand side. We'll come back to that. On the left, we have the countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again, and you click to share to Twitter. When someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically jump in the room. They actually are going to request to join the room. So you can check out under pending who's requesting to join the room. You can click their username to either open up Twitter or GitHub, again, depending on what they logged in with, to determine whether or not you want to let them into your Hako. If you do approve them and they turn out you're a terrible person, you can always ban them and get them out of there. Now, only you as the owner of the Hako can share your screen. And that is because, again, you are trying to get help or feedback on a thing that you're looking for. So I think by sharing your screen, you'll be able to provide context for everyone else that's in the Hako to be able to see what you see and be able to give you the help or feedback that you're actually looking for, because they know what you're looking at. When you communicate through the Hako, we have a text chat. You put in your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add to the list there. Now, I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But for folks who don't have their audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I have the opposite where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat, maybe it's on another tab or what have you, you'll still be able to follow along what people are saying because what's put into the text chat would be read out aloud by your browser. And yeah, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And that is it. Awesome. Cool. So I'm going to get y'all back to work because, like I said, I'm working on this. So I found out a way, because I'm really trying not to have to upload the recording somewhere, because that's going to like cause like bandwidth stuff, like as far as like storage and things. So I think using a remote URL where I store that anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like double store it somewhere. So wherever I'm storing it anyway, I think I can use that reference to do what I need to like cut out the clips and then store the clips, which are much smaller, and then join them together. So I think that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to investigate and try to get that work. But I think I got the working to where it will take the remote URL and cut out the clips. I think. Now it's about uploading it, all those small clips, and then joining them together with a generated intro and outro. But that's for another time. So yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about something I found interesting on the internet. But till then, I wish you much productivity. I'm going to send you all with some traveling music. This right here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you around 15 minutes after the hour. Y'all be easy, and peace. Thanks, y'all.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody said hell. We spread a love like hell. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere.